Chase Kalish will be in lane 5, looking for his 3rd straight win in the 200 fly in the Arena Pro Swim Series.
Yeah, this has turned into a 2-man race now between Chase Kalish right there, Josh Pernot. Josh not swimming tonight, so he can certainly take advantage of that, Chase can, by winning this event. This is his only event tonight. Pull it even with him and then on to Indianapolis to find out who will be the winner of that BMW for a year and $10,000 cash. Chase has been swimming so well since those Olympic Games, absolutely even before those games. But since Rio, had a tremendous NCAA championships a couple of months ago, Rich, and is really the most versatile swimmer right now that the United States has.
Was first in the 400 IM at NCAAs. NCAA an American record. In lane 1, Ramiro Ramirez, 26 years old, from Mexico. Lane 2, Marcos Lovato from Venezuela. Pair of top 3 finishes in the 200 fly on the Arena Pro Swim Series this year. Austin and Atlanta represented Venezuela in the London Games and in the 2015 Worlds. Mike Thomas of the USA's in lane 3, sophomore this year at Cal. The NCAAs in March, he was 9th in the 200 fly, 3 seconds faster than his time as a freshman. Gunnar Bentz is in lane 4, a junior this year at Georgia, Olympic gold medalist in the 800 free relay, was 4th in both IMs at the NCAAs in March. And then Chase Kalish, Olympic silver medalist in the 400 IM last summer. He says Michael Phelps is like an older brother to him. In lane 6, Pace Clark, a senior this year at Georgia, SEC champ in the 200 fly after finishing 9th, 5th, and 2nd the previous 3 years. And fellow Georgia Bulldog Mick Litherland is in lane 7, a senior this year at Georgia, and he was 15th in the 200 fly at the Olympic trials last year. Jack Conger, Olympic gold medalist, swimming the prelims of the 800 free relay in Rio. He's in lane 8. And in lane 9, Hector Ruvalcaba, 19 years old, from Tijuana, Mexico. Jack Conger won the 100 fly a couple of days ago by 5/100ths.
And went the fastest time in history right there in the 200-yard butterfly back at the NCAA championships. And Rich, this event right here tonight is wide open as we head into Indy. Obviously, with the retirement of Michael Phelps, that opens one spot for sure. Tom Shields is really the only guy that probably is the favorite to make this event, but after that, these next 4 guys finished 3 through 6 at the Olympic trials. Jack Conger, Gunnar Bentz, Kalish, and Clark, so they all are swimming this race now, and all 4 will most likely swim it in Indy. And this is a good test right here to kind of plant that seed if you can win this event or get second and say, listen, I'm only 3 weeks away. I've got a chance to make the team this summer.
Pace Clark setting the pace. He was the SEC champ in the 200-yard fly. And right on his shoulder is his training partner, Chase Kalish, as you've got Georgia Bulldogs in lanes 4, 5, 6, and 7.
And that's where the race comes, 4, 5, and 6. Conger down there in lane number 8 will also be a factor toward the end of this race. He was the one that finished 3rd last summer, but this is a fairly weak event for the United States. No times in the top 10 in the world this year, and outside of Phelps, no one in the top 10 in the world last year as well. Phelps was 2nd in the world last year time-wise. Obviously, he won the gold medal in Rio.
And you know, as versatile as he is, Kalish wants to be that guy.
Yeah, he was a 1.5 seconds faster. Chase Kalish was at the 150.
Chase Kalish in lane 5, between the 2 white lane lines, just below him, fellow Georgia Bulldog Pace Clark. By a few meters. And it's Chase Kalish at a time of 1:56.60, 15/100ths ahead of Pace Clark.
Another solid swim for Chase Kalish, who can just swim pretty much any 200. He's a great breaststroker, finalist in 200 freestyle last night. Pace Clark, a good solid time for him. He almost went his best time, 1:56.7. Kalish right there on the left-hand side of your screen. Teammate Pace Clark right next to him. You see Pace Clark having that side breathing so he can see Chase Kalish going into that third 50. But you can see Kalish just doing a nice job of stretching out those lats going into this last turn. The head breaks the surface just after the hands pass under the chest. He lets his head follow the shoulders, and again, not too many swimmers can come home that last 50 meters like Chase Kalish, and he did it again, once again tonight. 15 100ths a second ahead of his teammate. Right there at the very end, that long body of Kalish coming in and sticks that wall. Good win for him and a good time.
His third straight win in the Arena Pro Swim Series. And Chase, nice to chat with you again after Rio and a silver medal. How much does that whet your appetite for future major competitions?
That specifically was a good stepping stone. I've kind of been battling myself mentally this meet. It hasn't been perfect or felt as good as it has for my last two meets coming down from altitude. So for me to be able to hang tough when I really wasn't feeling it, the time doesn't really matter for me. Just to be able to race hard, I'm happy with that.
What are you looking forward to the most the next 3 weeks? My guess is that word rest is really cool.
Yeah, I can't wait for a little rest. Get back home too. I've been on the road for about a month, so I'm excited to sleep in my own bed tomorrow night.
Awesome. Congratulations, Chase.
Thank you.
All right, Chase Kalish wins the men's 200.